Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Good morrow and whatnot.
Hey, I bet.
I hate that guy. So, really quick update. I'm gonna be busy for most of this stream. So you may not hear me much. I am currently subtitling Konosuba, which is currently up on YouTube, yet not viewable yet. We're gonna take our time before we release it, just in case copyright stuff does happen. Sometimes we get lucky, sometimes we don't. It just depends. Right now, we uploaded it and we didn't immediately get blocked or claimed or anything, which raises a lot of warning signs for like something good happened. Now we're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Yeah.
Something good happened. Oh no, something good happened.
Or rather, it's more like things progressed as they were supposed to, and that never happens for us. So we're just like, this is an omen.
You get 2 seconds of happiness out of that, and then for the rest of the time, anxiety is filling the void.
Like as soon as this happened, I was like, neat. That's an omen. Somebody broke a mirror today. What's going on?
Mm.
Also, happy birthday, Fat Tony.
Happy birthday, Tony.
Happy birthday, Tony.
Happy birthday, fucker. You're 1 year closer to death. Why not have some cake and speed the process up a little?
You're older than you've ever been, and now you're even older, and now you're even older, and now you're even older.
Okay.
So does
I think
that-
you'll
wait.
appreciate that because quoting Red versus Blue, which, hey, foreshadowing for some news for today. That's
Actually, that was quoting Mr. Guitarman.
Oh,
A different side of the
Richie-
internet.
Richie was quoting Red versus Blue.
yeah.
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah.
I kind of want to sit down and just do a watch along at that one of
The
these
whole
days.
happy birthday.
Yes,
fucker, you're 1 year
I would
closer to
love
death.
that.
That whole thing is from Red versus Blue.
I forgot that.
Yeah. It was like a quote unquote PSA thing that they did as one of their side shorts. It was like,
Right.
here's some stuff that you could do for any occasion. And it was like, and that was the happy birthday. Simmons, happy birthday, fucker. You're 1 year
Fucker,
closer.
you're
to
1 year
death.
closer to death.
Why not have some cake and speed the process up a little? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
So good. So yeah, I'm gonna be working on subtitling, and it's gonna be a pain in my ass. And I'm sorry if I don't pay attention or keep up. And you may be staring at a screen for a story we're not talking about
Yeah.
because I may not be looking at it, and I apologize. This is
Just
gonna be a
know that
janky-ass
Richie will
stream 'cause
always
I'm
be with
busy.
us in spirit. An angry spirit, but in spirit nonetheless.
I don't think I'm gonna be with anybody in spirit. I think I'm more of a Hantu.
I don't know. You seem to be pretty good at throwing shade, so
No,
You
I
know.
specifically think I'm a Hantu because the more people talk, the angrier I get. I think I'm a Hantu.
Should we play Demonologist again one of these days?
No,
I'm down, but I'll be afraid.
I'm saving up my time for when we can all dive into the scary ocean together for Subnautica 2. That's gonna be fun.
I
No. If it was Wraith, Richie would already be dead.
I
And
mainly
Subnautica?
want to.
Oh no, okay, no.
I was mainly
You're
asking
talking
because
about
I
the
want to
ghost,
prove
not
my
the
theory
person.
through. The fact that the
Yes.
spirits and demonologists attach themselves to me and just go after me first.
I'm just saying.
Every single fucking
I'm
time.
just
For
saying,
some
it's
reason.
a Reaper Leviathan. Moon, go give it a hug. It just wants to hug you. That's what the mandibles are for. Those are little huggy arms. It's a true face hugger.
Look, I'd be able to help you more if you'd scan it.
Death hugs.
It's a ham and cheese, man. We'll just say ham and cheese. All right. Anyway, oh man, that was so fun. I can't believe I binged all of that in 2 days.
It's good though. It's
so
so
good.
good.
To be fair, I fast forwarded through all the B-roll transition stuff so I could
Fair
get back
enough.
to the dialogue. So that did cut out some time.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but it did cut down on some of the time.
Yeah.
That being said,
For-
guys,
For anyone unsure of what we're talking about, Neebs Gaming specifically, their Subnautica playthrough, it's hilarious. Highly recommend it.
All right, so here we go. Welcome to Anime Church, the church where cosplay is welcome, and we won't judge you for it. Close enough to what I think I say every week.
Something
I
like
don't
that.
remember. I'm busy. Yeah.
Hi, busy. I'm Moon.
Hi, Moon. I'm going to get milk.
Just like Dad.
Yeah.
See you in 5 years when you retake Fat Dog.
Yeah. Right. All right. That being said, though, hi. I'm Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I'm Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus.
And I am Fenrir Saroon, your patron saint of snackos and alcohol.
Yeah, and you're going to be hearing more from them today. For those who just popped in and didn't hear the beginning,
A lot more than normal from us.
Konosuba is technically up on YouTube, but we're not releasing it because it just got uploaded like an hour ago, and I'm going through and subtitling it, and YouTube did what it was actually like supposed to do and did not block us or give us a strike or any other stuff for copyright. The only thing we have at the moment on copyright is that we cannot monetize it but it says that the copyright claim is fine with the content. You just the funny thing is we get claimed on the sound, not any of the video. So I'm like, okay, that's interesting.
That is okay.
That's interesting because we've got three different anime all amalgamated in this. You've got Log Horizon with Krusty. You've got all the Konosuba stuff, and then we have like little snippets of Slime because it's all connected to the Log Horizon Abridged universe. But yeah, I'm busy subtitling right now, and like for some reason we didn't get blocked or claimed or have a strike, which is what normally happens. It went through and said we were all good. I could have gone live with the video before the preview came out, which is not something I was anticipating. I was ready to just see there's the claim, and then we're gonna have to deal with the claim and all that, and then in a week or two I'll be able to subtitle it. No, now I'm here subtitling, and I'm just like, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. I really am. Like, this is not. We never have anything good happen to us when we upload content on this YouTube channel. So when something actually goes right, we get suspicious.
It's like when you're working somewhere and someone says the Q word.
I mean, we're not superstitious here, but we are a little stitious.
Yeah. We're stitious enough.
I am underwhelmed.
Thanks for the praise, Dorian. Hey, Brandon, how's it going?
There we go. So yeah, guys. Konosuba's up and live over on our Patreon, by the way, if you want to check that out. Also, the Patreon version does have a difference between the YouTube. If you're like, oh, I'll wait for the YouTube version, go for it. The YouTube version is the censored version. The uncensored version is what's up on Patreon. So by uncensored, what we're talking about is Darkness has a rant. Darkness goes on a rant, and in the video, it's bleeped out, and then we have a clean version that takes place at the end. The unclean version, the dirty version, if you will,
the 18 plus version,
is what's up on Patreon. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's 18. I wouldn't necessarily say it's 18 plus. It's just we get to use the words that we were initially intending to write.
Okay, TV 14.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't have the energy to argue, so whatever. We'll pretend I care.
Yeah, Seagoat. That is very sus. That YouTube's not causing problems.
Yeah, YouTube's not causing problems. I start having heart palpitations. Enjoying anime as always. Indeed. Sadly, because I've been working on all this Konosuba stuff over the weekend, I only got a chance to see. Dude, I just saw Solo Leveling today. Normally, I'm immediately on it. And I was just like, I'm burnt out on subtitling. I don't want to do this. And I was like, oh, Solo Leveling's on. New episode came out. Nice.
I
So
mean,
that's the
I
only
can't
thing.
say anything. I
Yeah.
haven't watched episode 6 of Zenshu because of how late it releases.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
thinking. I'm
very
thinking
annoying.
I think we're just gonna cover Zenshu next week.
It just
Um,
what I'm thinking is with Zenshu, since it releases so close to when we actually do Anime Church,
yeah,
yeah, we're probably just going to cover last week's episodes.
either that or we're
That would
just gonna
probably be
drop it
better.
entirely.
Either would work.
Yeah.
It would make it a lot easier for me to try to finish catching up on Apothecary Diaries.
Mm. Well, it's not our fault you're so behind. Like Moon caught up. Come on, man.
Barely.
Oh,
I've been busy as fuck.
Okay, so Fenris, do you want to tell Moon and the rest of the audience about the crazy shit that happened to us on Friday night?
What happened Friday?
This is a bit of fat dog news.
Yeah.
The thing that happened immediately after we ended the stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we rated Joel, otherwise known as Porcelain Maid, for you VTuber fans.
Yep.
He was streaming with Papa Mutt, Haruka, and I can't remember the other person for the life of me.
Mm.
But he shouted us out and then told him, "Hey, reach out to these guys if you want to do voice acting in any abridged series."
Oh.
Proceeds to let Haruka know that we tried to contact her via email.
Yes.
She's like,
Yes.
oh God, yeah, I never checked my email. I'm like, yeah, that explains a lot. And he was like, well, if I get their permission, I can give you their contact information over Discord. And I was like, you have it. You have our permission. Go for it. So that happened. Not just in front of Joel's audience, but all of their audiences as well. And that was great.
Because they were co-streaming.
Right.
So several thousand people.
Yeah, so it sounds like Papa Mutt is down, and I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, just hit us up. So, yeah. It's... What is happening, man? I'm not able to wrap my head around this. Man. This shit's crazy, and I'm here for it. I'm loving it. It's like, it's the opposite of McDonald's. I'm actually loving it. I got super quiet for a good moment. It's the type of mic that I'm in. If I'm not staring directly at the mic when I talk, it just does that. Which, yeah, it's really
Also,
stupid.
it might be another thing that me and Fenris had discovered a little while ago. So
Which
we
is?
could talk you through that later.
Is it a
The,
Discord thing
It's
The
a Discord
automatic
setting, yes.
gain thing.
on Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't matter to the stream because it's going directly from my mic to OBS. It has nothing to do with Discord. What they're hearing specifically.
Mm.
And talking me through the automatic gain thing, I have that shit turned off.
Yeah, that's the thing. I did too. And you know how sometimes I would join a call and be extremely quiet or extremely loud, depending?
Sure.
Yeah, apparently turning that back on fixed that.
Okay. I didn't used to have these problems when I was on my Yeti. It's specifically this mic, though, because it's very directionally.
Yeah.
It's a dynamic mic. What do you expect? The whole reason that I gave it to you is because you were complaining that the Yeti was picking up a lot of background noise.
Yeah, but I don't record on it. But yeah. Here's the thing, guys. You're just gonna have to deal with it. The mic that I'm using is better, and I'm ADHD. I move around a lot, so I won't be holding still, staring at my mic for the entire time. I'm sorry. It's just, it is how it is. If you need me to repeat something, just let me know. Because, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't work because there are times where we have asked you to repeat things and you just get fed up and say no, even though you only said it once. So
I wasn't
Depends on
speaking
the
to you.
situation.
I was speaking to the audience.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Moon, about that Fantastic Four trailer.
Yeah,
That was the worst transition ever.
It was, but
I
I'm
think it
trying to
worked pretty
get
well.
you back to focusing and trying
me
not
back
to
to
piss you off
focusing?
focusing on subtitles, not piss you off any more than we already are.
No, I'm
Yeah.
already at fuck subtitles. That's why I'm stalling.
I mean,
I don't want to go back to it. It's fucking annoying. But yeah. So that being said, on with the news. Yes, there's a Fantastic Four trailer that dropped. Let's talk about it. Don't I sound so enthusiastic?
yay.
Yeah. To be fair, I actually did like it, and I was here for all of that. But yeah, I want to go to sleep.
I feel that way every day of my life.
You feel physically tired? Like if I leaned back in my chair, I'd pass the fuck out right now?
I have fallen asleep so many times at work.
Ah, that's okay. Good to know.
Just because I will sit there and be working and be like, okay, cool, it's break time. Let's close my eyes for a couple minutes. Set a 15-minute alarm. Hour and a half later, I wake back up.
Yeah.
Please just do me a favor. Don't both of you fall asleep at the same time on stream, because I don't want to be responsible for carrying that.
Okay, Fenris. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, guys, welcome to Snoozing with Moon. Thanks for joining us on this wonderful occasion.
It really is Fat Dog FM after dark. No, it's like it's about 2 or 3 in the morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
God, what if I started doing late night streams and I just called it Snoozing with Moon and I play like just something chill?
I think we can do better with moon-related puns for like a late night show, but I'm for it. I'm for it. We've got better naming sense that we can come up with at a different thing. But yeah, I'm super for it.
Sure.
You could change it every. You can change it every week to waxing with moon, waning with moon, a full moon,
Over
new
the moon.
Ooh, change it based off the
Based off
like the exact phases of the moon too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Brandon's got a good one. Moonlight Diner or Moonlight Dinner.
Moonlight Dinner. Ooh, love that.
Yeah.
There's
I don't know, dude. I don't know. You
there's
sound
this
pretty-
guy called
you sound
Aaron
over the moon.
Paulson. But there's this guy called Aaron Paulson, and he did
He's the son of Aaron.
he
Paul?
I don't fucking know. But he did this thing for a short that was just like a small little cover of Moonlight Sonata, but he added drums and a metal guitar riff to it, and it sounded so amazing. And I'm like, I need him to make that a full thing, and I need that for my streams.
Moonlight Sonata on guitar.
And
Yeah. Well,
heavy metal Moonlight Sonata.
So it started with like the piano, and then he just brings in the drums, and then the guitar comes in, and it's like, if either of you have played Risk of Rain, you would know the guitar sound I'm talking about.
Nope.
Yeah, I know, that's the problem.
No,
If I could make that song myself, I would love
It's
to.
not the person I was thinking of. I was thinking of Marcin.
Yeah, no, it's Aaron Paulson.
Nah. I like okay, so Marcin literally does everything on guitar. Like this dude is crazy with guitar. If you get a chance, check out his guitar cover for I think it's Still Dre, the dun 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 dun. Like this kid is insane. He even does a record scratch on the guitar strings. Like he can make a record scratch sound on guitar strings. He does percussion and everything. Yeah, it's fucking insane, dude. But yeah, he did Toccata, the da 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 da. He did that on guitar. Like he's got a bunch of stuff.
Do either of you know how to play guitar? Because I'm sitting here and I'm like, he does a record scratch on the guitar, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can understand how he does that, like real quickly, real easily.
Yeah, no, but it sounds like a proper record scratch. I've seen people do
Yeah.
it, and I can tell it's like, oh yeah, that sounds kind of like a record scratch, but it's not. No, he just gets it, and I'm like, how the fuck are you pulling that off? Because it
Practice.
sounds too damn close. All right.
To answer your question, Moon, I stopped playing guitar like 15 years ago.
Here it is.
They would
Fair
not
enough.
exactly allow me to bring a guitar to basic training.
Fair.
And then I just never really had the drive to pick it back up.
Fair. I tried playing electric guitar in elementary school, but I more play bass now, so which still does involve a pick. It still has a lot of the same mechanics. So
I'm going to look up this video so that way I can listen to it as well.
actually, I am about to put it in the side chat.
Oh, thank you. That'd be quick and easy.
Exactly. Because it sounds so amazing, and I need this man to make a full cover.
Okay, here we go. He's doing.
Please.
Jesus Christ. Yep, that's where he fucking goes off. That's where he flippin' goes off, man. Holy shit. Because he picks it up right at the end of the opening movement of Moonlight, and I'm like, holy shit, dude. So, hang on. You seeing this?
Yes.
Okay. So we're on the tail end of the intro.
Hell yeah.
Right?
So amazing. For some reason, I'm getting like a mariachi band feel to it.
To be
This
fair,
is-
classical guitar just has
Mhm.
that sound.
I
fair.
think he's from Latvia or something. It's Eastern Europe.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's insane. Jesus. All right. I know they can't hear it, but they were seeing some of what was happening on screen. So I hope you enjoyed the visuals of that. I got to go back to making sure that our stories are back on the thing. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Are we supposed to be able to hear the music as well or not? No, you're not. No. The amount of copyright we'd get in trouble for if we played the sound for everything that we're watching, we can't afford that. All right.
And
Let's go
yes,
ahead
Moon,
and
I
start.
would love a full cover of that song with.
Right? Oh,
I'm
it just
gonna-
sounds so good.
I'm gonna link the other one too. Not the one that I just had us listening to, the one I was talking about a second ago. Why is it showing? Okay, it's not supposed to be showing that. It's just supposed to be showing a specific.
Moon, if it
window.
makes you feel any better, I'm looking over the comments of this video, and almost all
so
of them
many people
are
are saying the same thing. I
Yes.
know. I'm one of them. I
Okay,
love the
there it
people who
is.
are also doing like super like they're with tips. It's just like, please, for the love of everything in this world, release a full version.
Okay, so yeah, this is like 5 years old, but it's good.
Yeah,
Were y'all hearing that?
I was, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then, sorry about that.
No worries.
Yeah.
I have the original just playing in the background right now.
Let me
'cause-
stop streaming that. No, it was the Still Dre cover is what it was.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. No,
Alright.
I'm saying like I have the actual like full Moonlight Sonata playing in the background right now on my
Alright.
computer because I love that
Let's
song.
Get back to.
I can
anime
blame
first.
Shinji Mikami for that. Anyway, Moon.
Hmm.
Speaking of classics, Fantastic Four looks like, or at least the trailer looks like it was made for like the 60s or 70s.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
taking place in '63 in an alternate
Gotcha.
world. Yeah.
Okay, that explains so much
This is
about
not,
it.
This is not
Yep.
directly connected to the 616 universe. This is an alternate reality, and for somehow, some way, they're gonna end up in the 616 universe. I think by the time this movie is
I
done.
mean,
But I love
I
it.
mean,
Like it's so hopeful and so like the golden era of comics, or the golden age, as it were.
true, and
They are Marvel.
they
Same.
they chose the best adoptive father for the four.
Oh
Mm.
yes, I know he's gonna be a good daddy.
I mean, he was
You mean Pedro?
to Grogu and Ellie, so
Yes,
yeah.
Pedro
Yeah,
Pascal.
Pedro Pascal. Just you may not recognize him, but the guy that's playing Johnny Storm is Eddie from Stranger
Yeah, Eddie Munson. It makes me so happy.
Things. Yeah, that's Eddie from Stranger Things, which is really funny that he's getting cast in these American roles, considering how British he sounds when he's like, because he actually is British, but like he sounds very British. Like there's British and then there's British.
I'm gonna need him to like somewhere just full stop and just pick up a guitar and start playing Master of Puppets for me, just for fun.
But yeah, so yeah, this is like I love the Art Deco, the Americana futuristic art style they had back then. I like how
Mhm.
prevalent it is here. Also, Jesus Christ. Okay, The Thing looks so comic perfect.
Oh
And
yeah.
it looks so much better than the other two movies.
Hmm.
And nothing against Michael Chiklis. They did prosthetics, and
Mhm.
you can only do so much when you're trying to shape around
Yeah.
a living actor.
Yeah.
I also
Yeah.
love the little robot.
The robot is awesome, but I'm going to go circle back to the thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he is just so upbeat and comical in this trailer. And then you see it late like, in this scene right here where he's just like depressed.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I can't wait. I can't wait for this version of Johnny Storm to tell me in a long monologue what Cassandra Nova can go and do.
And you can quote him.
And you can quote me on that. Okay,
Hmm.
gotcha, fuck face. But yeah, we're good. I This is a teaser, and rightly so. Also, John Malkovich. There are several theories going right now. One of them, they're like, "Oh, he's this villain, he's that villain," and then somebody's like, "Actually, he could be the assistant or Doctor Doom's like, not necessarily assistant, but like his one of his like his butler or servant or something." He could be working directly for Doom, and I'm like, oh, what an interesting tie-in.
I'm sorry. I saw John Malkovich. My first thought was, why is Dumbledore in here?
Malkovich. Malkovich.
My first thought was, why is Dumbledore in Fantastic Four?
That's not.
I know he didn't play Dumbledore, but this reminds me of Dumbledore on this scene.
Well, I don't think the big bad in this is gonna be
Oh,
Doctor Doom.
Alas, earwax.
Watch.
No,
Earwax.
the big bad, it looks like, is clearly going to be Galactus. We're finally
Galactus
getting
back.
Galactus, and this time he's not a effing cloud. Dude, the theory crafting and the theory time stuff that's been going on. Theory time. That's been going on has been interesting to watch and listen to in regards to this. They're like, oh man, I'm learning way more about the kids of Sue Storm and Reed Richards. Oh boy,
Mm.
and their mutant powers. We're getting close now, guys. We're getting close to the end of Phase 6, and we'll be starting the Mutant Saga after the Multiverse Saga ends. There's also rumors that Jonathan Majors may be coming back for a small bit as Kang. Like, that there have been talks or something. Again, these are just rumors. So, but yeah. Back to the Fantastic Four. I love that the theme of this is family, and you've got, like, the bright colors and everything. It's got that hopeful feel. This actually took I think it was the 7th place spot for most views in 24 hours for a trailer. I mean, Superman beat it pretty easily. It took number 3, but dude, that's not an easy top 10 list to get into. And so
No,
this
it's not.
making it there, it feels like Marvel's back. You know, kind of feels like Marvel's back.
Honestly, I would love to see more things in Phantasavision.
Fantastivision. Yeah. Okay. Is that it?
I guess.
Everybody.
On a side note, I was given a big ass tub of Tang, and I forgot how good Tang tastes.
Oh no.
Is it tangy?
Because in the Chinese space program, Tang is one of the astronauts.
That's terrible.
Good old Ron White. All right, man. Oh man. So let's move on, I guess, to the next story. But yeah, one of the Jackie Chan films, I forget which one it was.
Mr. Nice Guy.
Mr. Nice Guy. That is now.
I
up on
have the
YouTube for
entire
free.
list of the movies pulled up.
Go for
Holy
it. Tell us
shit.
about it. Yeah, Warner Brothers releases 31 full-length movies. On
Yeah,
its YouTube
I
channel
literally was
streaming
like,
for
I gotta
At the-
see this. I've got
at
it
the
open on
time of-
YouTube now, and I'm like,
At the time
yeah.
of writing, it is now up to 36. Over the years, Warner Brothers has tried to monetize its catalog of older movies through different subscription streaming services, including Filmstruck, which it shut down less than a year after it launched in 2018. Now, Warner Brothers Entertainment has quietly taken a new approach to bringing its content to YouTube to farm its film catalog for digital ad revenue. Since the start of 2025, the company has released 31, now 36, movies on Warner Brothers owned YouTube channels, all available for free. The movies include ads, unless you are a YouTube Premium subscriber, but let's face it, ad blockers work just the same.
I mean,
Warner Brothers has published a YouTube playlist with the free movies available at a link enclosed in the article. The titles include The Wind and the Lion, Curly Sue, The Avengers with Ralph Fiennes, Michael Collins, Mr. Nice Guy,
Wait.
The Incredible Mr. Limpet,
With
City
Ralph
Heat.
Finesse or Fines? How was it spelled?
Oh, sorry, Fiennes. Fiennes. I already said City Heat. Overnight Delivery, The 11th Hour, The Adventures of Pluto Nash, Chaos Theory, Waiting for Guffman, Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan, Lord of the Apes, American Ninja 5, Mutiny on the Bounty, the original Dungeons and Dragons movie from 2000, The
yeah.
Bonfire of Vanities, Return of the Living Dead Part 2, The Accidental Tourist, Critters 4, Murder in the First, The Year of Living Dangerously, December Boys, Lionheart, Oh God, Crossing Delancey, Price of Glory, Flight of the Living Dead, Outbreak on a Plane, Deal of the Century, Death Trap, and oh god, that keeps going. The Mission, Suburbia, Hot to Trot, True Stories, The Science of Sleep, and The Big T's.
Dude, I remember Hot to Trot.
I only recognize a couple of these, and I'm honestly very surprised Flight of the Living Dead made it on there. That was such a B-rated movie.
I mean,
But yeah.
most of these are B movies.
I mean,
You like
True.
jazz?
That's probably why they're putting them out for free.
uh,
I said,
There-
go, they are B movies. Most of these are B movies. You like jazz?
so, any of the movies on here you guys would be interested in watching?
So not a whole lot on that list,
Mr. Nice Guy
honestly.
and maybe Hot to Trot. That was about it.
Yeah.
I've never seen The Adventures of Pluto Nash, but I heard good things about it. I'm curious about Overnight Delivery, just because it has, quote unquote, a younger Paul Rudd, but he looks the exact same. And yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Nice Guy, because Jackie
Sorry
Chan is
about your
amazing.
dick.
Yeah, I
I'd
know.
watch Amadeus if that one gets put on there.
Well,
Amadeus,
That's,
Amadeus.
by the looks of it, Moon, they are adding more and more to this catalog as it goes on. Because
It just takes a while to upload, you
I
know?
mean, at the time of writing of the article that we posted, it was 31. They've already added 5 more since that article was posted.
Mm-hmm.
And let's face it, if Warner Brothers can farm all the ad revenue that they're going to get from everybody
Oh,
on
fuck. It
YouTube,
would be legendary if they put up Blazing Saddles.
oh my God, yes. I don't think that they would be able to get away with it in this
Young
day and age,
Frankenstein.
but anything Mel Brooks.
Absolutely.
Absolutely Spaceballs. No one has an excuse.
Oh,
It-
yeah, no. Spaceballs needs to be
Yes.
up there.
Also, if you put these movies up on YouTube, you are begging for reactors to come and farm that.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. The Wizard of Oz, too. God.
Has to be owned by Warner Brothers.
Mm.
But yes. I can see this working out favorably and for them, especially since, the ad revenue, it may at first not amount to much since they didn't advertise it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh no, there are plenty of people that already know about it that are talking about
Yeah.
it. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, what? You know this? What?
but it's an
Word on
easy
the
way for them
internet's getting
to
out.
and a lot of
Mhm.
these movies you can't find on other streaming services.
Yeah, if you tell people on the internet that there's free shit on YouTube that studios put out, the word travels.
That they don't care about watching 5 minutes of ads every 10-15 minutes because they're not paying to watch this movie.
Mm-hmm. Also, wouldn't it be funny if, like, just to make a good amount of money, instead of having their own streaming services, they learn, well, shit, it's better if we just put it up somewhere else, including our old shit. Because then
Yeah.
they're suddenly making money on their old shit.
And I can see where once they start turning a profit with this, the other companies that own older movies would start doing the same.
Mm-hmm. What would be really fun? This may already be a thing, but I'm not sure. What would be really fun is if like Warner Brothers and Warner Brothers and Disney started putting up like old shit. Like, I know they can't necessarily put copyright claims on it, depending on how old some of it is, but could you imagine having old Looney Tunes stuff just around? Like OG Bugs Bunny with Daffy Duck and all that. Just having that up on YouTube, like a 24-hour stream of just that.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, that'd be fantastic. Though there are channels out there that have that exact thing.
Yeah.
Like, there's playlists for full episodes of Looney Tunes. There's 10 and a half hour, almost 12-hour videos of Looney Tunes.
True.
And there's even some channels that stream continuously live baby Looney Tunes.
I miss Tiny Toons
Which-
Adventures.
I actually kind of enjoyed Baby Looney Tunes when it came out,
Yeah.
honestly. It was cute.
Mhm.
Felt more relatable at the time when I was younger.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
there's too much silence. We gotta do
Yep.
something.
Yep. I need to pull up Discord so that way I can start checking off the
The next one is Rooster Teeth.
So, yeah, what I
Ah.
do is I open them all and close them as we finish them.
Yeah,
did-
literally, I
I-
have everything tabbed on
I-
a separate window.
I have that open as well, but the YouTube channel, the YouTube link kind of fucked that up with me.
What
I
YouTube
gotcha.
link?
The full list of all the videos from Warner Brothers.
Hmm.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It fucked up my flow.
Okay, Rooster Teeth. Who's cover? You know what? Fuck it. I'll cover that one. I
I
want to
I
talk
was
about this.
going to.
Okay. Well,
So
go for
Bernie
it.
Burns is back with milk and cigarettes after who knows how long of being gone.
Milk and cigarettes. Okay, good. Good to know.
Almost a year ago, Rooster Teeth said it was shutting down after 21 years following parent Warner Brothers Discovery's failure to find a buyer for the money-losing fandom gaming and comedy entertainment studio. On Wednesday, Bernie Burns, one of Rooster Teeth's co-founders, announced that his independent company, Box Canyon Productions, has acquired the Rooster Teeth brand and its remaining assets, including the website and social channels. I am excited at the challenge of bringing Rooster Teeth back to its roots. I almost said roost.
I mean,
Roosters do roost.
I
The
know
Yeah.
heart
that's
comes
where
to
my
roost.
mind was going. Uh,
Cockbite.
Burns said in his statement, "The heart of this brand has always been its fans, and I look forward to writing a new chapter together." Financial terms of the sale were not revealed. A WBD spokesperson confirmed the sale but declined to provide further details. Under Burns' ownership, according to Box Canyon's announcement, the historic brand plans to renew its focus on innovation, community engagement, and the spirit of creativity that first defined its success. With Burns back at the helm, fans can anticipate a renewed dedication to Rooster Teeth's original mission to entertain, inspire, and connect.
Yeah,
Burns was one of the.
that's nice and everything, but when the fuck is Ruby coming out? That's what we care about.
Unfortunately, Rooster Teeth no longer owns the rights to Ruby.
Oh wow. Oh
yeah.
well. Then my interest in this story just took a nosedive.
Yeah. Burns was one of the original founders of Rooster Teeth in 2003 and was its longtime creative director. In 2020, he left Rooster Teeth and moved to Scotland. The company, a pioneer in online video entertainment, achieved breakout success with sci-fi spoof Red vs. Blue,
Mm-hmm.
billed as the longest-running web series in history.
Hmm.
Over the years, Rooster Teeth expanded and produced hit shows like the anime-inspired Ruby and Achievement Hunter, as well as the RTX Convention series. Along with the acquisition of Rooster Teeth's assets, Box Canyon announced a new development slate of productions for 2025, including renewed production of some of the platform's classic shows, a new digital audio adventure titled Again, and an untitled reimagining of Burns' first film, The Schedule. In a video shared on Rooster Teeth's YouTube channel, Burns is seen pulling up to what looks like the company's offices in Austin, Texas, swiping in and entering a dark, cavernous studio. "Guys, why are the lights off?" Burns calls out. "I'm back from getting milk." After switching on the lights, he waits
Good to
beat
know
and
his sense of
exclaims,
humor
"What
is
the hell
exactly the same.
happened?"
I left for 5 minutes. What the hell? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
and then the rest is basically just background on Box Canyon and Rooster Teeth. Oh wait, here we go. Not
Viz
part of the.
Media owns the rights to the animated
Yep.
series Ruby. Viz Media acquired the rights last year in July. That's right. I
Yeah.
was pretty sure we talked about it, but I couldn't remember who.
Yes, we did. Though
Yeah.
the plan is to reboot some of Rooster Teeth's classic shows, and those will be announced over the course of the next few months, Bernie said the long range plan here is to have a production slate that is up and running with new shows by summer of 2025. He said, adding, "If you liked post apocalyptic drama series Day 5 from Rooster Teeth, it's very much in that vein." I've never heard of Day 5.
Yeah, I aside from like Achievement Hunter and stuff, like if they're bringing back things like Achievement Hunter and the RT podcast, I'm all for it. But most of the content that they were making outside of that and Ruby, like I liked a lot of the shows that were going on Rooster Teeth that they were doing that felt like kind of live sit down talks.
Yeah.
The RT podcast.
Hmm.
Oh fuck, I can't remember half of the names anymore. But like there was one that I think Barbara was hosting, and I really enjoyed. Like it was just kind of sitting down at a table and chatting. And I was like, that's kind of cool. You know? But as far as like their silly content, like I didn't really watch, so I guess I'm not the target demo for that. I don't know.
I love Red versus Blue.
Yeah, but I'm also glad that it's over. Don't drag it out anymore.
Fair enough.
The last season, dude. That last season was a fucking tearjerker.
It
I
was.
don't remember if I watched the last season. I know I've gotten up to a certain point, but it's just like, oh man.
Yeah, after a certain point, it becomes kind of it becomes
It's a
kind of
lot.
thing.
It's a lot.
Well,
It is.
I won't say that they fell off. They were still funny, but like it felt like things dragged on a little too long. But like the
Yeah,
final
it was
season,
never not funny. It was never not enjoyable. It just got to a point where it was like I finished a season and I was like, cool, that's probably it. Go on for a couple years, and then I'm like, wait, they had how many more seasons?
yeah.
Yeah. On to the next story.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me change tabs so that they see it. I haven't gotten a chance to look at this, but I'm interested.
Interesting.
Just reading it, yeah, it sounds very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's Yoko Kanno, so
Yes.
Moon, you want to take this one since I just read the last two?
Sure. Yoko Kanno composes music for Shoji Kawamori's World Expo 2025 hybrid VR short. Self-described vision creator Shoji Kawamori announced on Friday that he is collaborating with Yoko Kanno for his new hybrid virtual reality short film 499 Byo Watashi no Gatai, or 499 seconds My Gatai, or either way. There's like apparently 3 other names. Which will play at the Live Earth Journey Pavilion at Expo 2025, this year's World Expo event at Osaka. Kano composed the film's soundtrack and title track, 499 Seconds, and co-wrote the song's lyrics with Kawamori. Megumi Nakajima and Haoto sang for the short, and Maya Sakamoto narrated the short. The film is an experience tailored for 30 audience members who wear virtual reality goggles to experience the food chain on a cosmic scale, while switching between virtual reality and mixed reality. Kawamori serves as the short's general director with Isao Nishigori as director. Tim Jensen, thank you, co-wrote the theme song's English lyrics.
Are you saying thank you because it's an American name?
Yes!
or at least
Easy to
English
say.
sounding- That sounds racist.
It's not racist, it's just easier to pronounce
For us.
and process.
Ask a Japanese person to try and pronounce your name.
I know they're going to have a hard time. And I'm sure they'll sit there and be like, your name's too hard to pronounce. And I'll be like, for you, yes. And I'm sorry.
James.
Oh, the first name's easy. It's the last name that's the pain in the ass.
Oh no! Don't get anybody to try and say my actual legal last name, my government last name in a foreign language.
Uh-huh.
It's not gonna happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, I am far too Scottish. Don't hurt yourself,
I am
dude.
unfortunate.
They can barely say McDonald's. Come on.
Yep. McDonald's.
Oh man, do some of their
Jesus.
McDonald's food look so good over there?
I
Yes,
want to try their
yes, it
Wendy's.
does.
I want to try their Wendy's just because I want to be like, all right, guys, you want to go to fucking?
Yeah.
Go fucking. Yeah.
Let's go
First kitchen,
fucking.
like it was like I love having that explained to Japanese people. Like it's like, do you know what you're saying? What? First to kitchen, fucking, and I'm like,
That's not
that's not what you're asking.
okay.
Like,
I need to talk to you about that whole thing off stream, Richie.
oh no, oh no,
Oh my.
what?
World Expo 2025 will run from April 13th to October 13th on the man-made Yumeshima Island in Osaka Bay. This will be the second time Osaka has hosted a World Expo after Expo 55 years earlier. A remnant of that expo includes the famous Tower of the Sun as seen in 20th Century Boys and other stories in Japanese popular culture. Kawamori is one of 10 co-producers of Expo 2025. Kawamori cites the first World Expo at Osaka was with inspiring his lifelong exploration of world culture, science, and science fiction. The Live Earth Journey Pavilion will feature the latest interactive technologies to make visitors realize that they are part of the ecosystem. In particular, Kawamori teased that although he avoids revisiting his earlier stories in the same format, he is open to exploring them in a new format, such as hypothetically presenting the climactic scene from a Macross story in an experience such as those being planned for Expo 2025. I think that's all we need. The rest looks like background stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds actually very interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Discovering the food chain. It's like, this is what you're eating. And I'm like, cool. When do we eat?
Mhm.
You're only making me want this more.
Yep.
Please, I can only salivate so much. I need... Stay in there. Daddy needs you.
Get in my belly!
Oh, God. What was that from? I can't.
What, stay in there?
Austin
Daddy needs
Powers.
you?
Yeah, that.
Oh.
Because I know it's his organs are coming out. It's like, stay in there. Daddy needs you.
It's Frieza on Namek, Dragon Ball Z Abridged Season 2.
That's right.
No, Organ, stay in there. Daddy needs you. Daddy, I don't want to be on Namek anymore.
Oh, shit.
And
Okay.
then obviously the next one is you as well, Sonic.
Oh,
Excuse you?
yeah, because it's Sonic.
What did you just call me?
I said next
heard
one
me,
it's
whore.
you because it's Sonic.
Yeah.
No, you said next one is you, Sonic, and I'm sitting here like,
No one calls
Sorry, I
you
meant to
name.
say because it's Sonic.
okay.
No one's calling you Snuggle Velocity.
Exactly.
Uh.
Struggle Velocity.
I wish that wasn't true. Oh, God. Whew. Okay. Live action Sonic the Hedgehog 3 film crosses US $230 million in the US. The live action Sonic the Hedgehog 3 film ranked at number 6 in its 7th weekend at the United States box office, earning a cumulative total of $230,549,154 US dollars. The Colors Within, Kimi no Iro, the latest anime feature film by Science Saru and director Naoko Yamada, earned a cumulative total of $518,823 US dollars in its second weekend. The Colors Within had ranked at number 16 and earned $378,000 in its opening weekend in the United States. The worldwide earnings of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 have surpassed $420 million, making it the highest earning film in the franchise, surpassing Sonic the Hedgehog's $405 million all-time earnings, with $203.5 million of those earnings coming from outside the U.S. The film earned $60,102,146 in its opening weekend and topped the box office. The film earned $25,449,000 in its opening day on December 20th. Entertainment news website Variety reported that the film earned over $100 million in North America in its first 8 days of release. The film opened in Japan on December 27th and earned 69,510,000 yen, about $440,000 in its first 3 days. And the rest of that's
I love some of the
So,
comments
woo!
I love that we're actually getting engagement and comments on Patreon. That's cool.
Yes.
Yay.
I
like that.
remember for the longest time there was memes about how Disney was saying that Sonic 3 did not exist and that Lion King outperformed it.
Okay, sure. I'm sorry, but Sonic 3 absolutely does exist, and Lion King didn't need to be made. The story of Mufasa, sure, fine, but not in that art style, if you want to call it that.
Whatever you say, Struggle Velocity.
Fuck you. Just because it's true doesn't mean you gotta say it.
Listen. Quit shutting down the accusations, Moon.
Moon. I just
I'm
thought
not
of a
saying they're
great
wrong.
I just thought of a great thing for you to do if we're
Uh-huh.
taking a break from like zombie killing for a bit on your channel.
after
Subnautica
8, I'm
VR.
moving on to Dude, I would love that so much.
Which game?
Subnautica
in VR.
VR.
Oh, dude.
That would be
Yeah, 'cause
terrifying
it
but
does have-
awesome.
Terrifying
Does
but
have VR.
comfy.
Exactly.
I know you're moving on to The Last of Us after RE8.
Yes, which that's probably gonna take a while.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Because
speaking
you're
of
gonna be
shutting-
trying to stay in the castle with Lady Dimitrescu for like as long as you possibly can.
Oh, Moon.
Probably.
I'm not gonna say you can, and I'm definitely not saying I've tried it in VR, but you can motorboat Lady D.
There's a mod that gives you a fly swatter and you can swat her on the ass.
Yes.
Yes.
But speaking of Capcom and shutting down certain accusations, Capcom announced on Wednesday that the Resident Evil Reverse multiplayer game will end service on June 29th. The game and its DLC will no longer be available for purchase earlier on March 3rd. Capcom noted that it developed the game to celebrate the Resident Evil series' 25th anniversary, and that the game has served its original celebratory purpose admirably. No, it did not! The game was originally slated to be bundled with
I love the corporate gaslighting that goes on. They're like, we did so good. Everybody else, you did what?
I'm just gonna say this now. Reverse was a buggy piece of shit that should never have existed. And the fact it lasted this long, it honestly surprises me. Yeah, any thoughts on
Not really,
This-
considering I've never touched it. So
this
Which is funny, 'cause I do
unsurprising
have
loss
it.
of something that's not worth playing anyway? I'm like, okay.
I don't have anything else to add to this. I was just like, hey, Resident Evil stuff. We've got people that are doing Resident Evil stuff right now.
I need to finish making that
Resident Evil
slideshow. I'm up to 63 slides.
I wasn't talking about
Yeah.
that, but okay. I was more like, Moon is playing it, so he has context for this, sort of.
somewhat.
Yeah. Like,
That's
you've
fair.
got a lot of context for Resident Evil related stuff. Now we just
Yeah.
have to get him to watch the CG movies.
Yeah. And, well, let's face it, if you have any questions on anything Resident Evil, you can always reach out to me. Though I will
Fair
say
enough.
I specialize in pre-2000 timeline. After that, it gets very wonky and confusing and has been rewritten so many times. And when someone asks me, hey, do you know the canon of Resident Evil? And I ask, which of the 7? I'm not joking.
What?
They've had 7 timelines since the
Oh.
game first launched. And one of the timelines, you get to kill Zombie Wesker,
Interesting.
which was a lot of fun in the original Biohazard. But, speaking of Sony exclusives and Sony being Sony, Sony Interactive Entertainment announced on Wednesday that the company will integrate its SN Systems Limited subsidiary, a developer of programming tools for game creators on PlayStation consoles, into the main company as one unified entity on April 1st. SN Systems was founded in 1990 and was acquired by Sony in 2005. It has worked closely with the company to create software development kits and tools for the PlayStation 3, Vita, 4, and 5. Sony Interactive Entertainment announced on January 28th that Hideki Nishino will be appointed SIE's president and CEO on April 1st. We covered all this shit like a week or two ago.
Fair.
I know Richie really doesn't have much thoughts on it because he's not that big into Sony.
Wait, what? I wasn't even listening. I'm subtitling. What did I miss?
I just read the Sony story.
Oh yeah, fuck that. I don't care.
Thoughts, Moon? If any.
I don't even know what the topic was. I just saw.
Sony rolled in one of their development studios for consoles into the main SIE.
Okay. Are they just done making consoles now?
No, it's to make it all one entity and make it easier for quote unquote management.
Okay, so they're consolidating.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Okay, so now on to another thing.
Another one.
I'm
shit.
so tired of trying to make good segues here. Live action film adaptation of the beloved anime and toy franchise Mobile Suit Gundam finally appears to have entered full production, with Bandai Namco and Legendary signing an agreement to co-finance it. While the film was announced in 2018, it's barely been heard of since. In this word from Legendary and the newly formed Bandai Namco Filmworks America indicates fans can finally start looking forward to seeing the first ever live action Gundam film on the big screen. The company's confirmed Mobile Suit Gundam, which currently lacks an official name, will be written and directed by Sweet Tooth's Kim Mickle and released in theaters globally. It will be the first live-action punt for a franchise which has seen 25 anime series, 34 animated films, 27 original anime productions, and more, plus an incredibly popular toy line that combined pull in more than $900 million US a year. We plan to steadily announce details as they become finalized, Legendary and Bandai Namco said. No release windows or plot details were shared, though a teaser poster was released. Mobile Suit Gundam, which began broadcasting in 1979, established the genre of real robot anime that could not be described in terms of simple good and evil, which had been the trend of robot anime up to that point, with realistic depictions of war, detailed scientific examinations, and intricately interwoven human dramas that treated robots as weapons called mobile suits and caused a huge boom, they added. Man, I really need a drink. I'm having a hard time reading sober.
Okay. Okay. When we get done with this, I have to interrupt you for an important announcement.
Oh, that was the end of it.
Okay. Cool. Guys, the Konosuba Abridged preview is up and it is live.
Nice.
I love that they had Das introduce this.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so this is neat and all. I'll listen to it later. Oh yeah, that's the seed I used. Kyoya. Kyoya is the seed. I can't wait to see what comments are left just from Kyoya alone. Dude, Cody killed it as Kyoya. He absolutely. Yeah, and like the silly music that goes with it. Hell yeah, I'm so good. I'm so happy with that. Yeah. It's funny how I'm subtitling this whole thing and I'm nowhere near this scene, but like just seeing this up and like getting some engagement makes me so happy, you know? It's like, all right. Moon, you have the next story.
Yeah. Pokemon gets a new anime about Postal Service Dragonite. The official Japanese Twitter account from the Pokemon franchise announced on Thursday that the franchise will have a new anime titled Kairyu to Yobinya-san, Dragonite and the Mailman, that will debut on the official Pokemon YouTube channel on February 27th, Pokemon Day. Comics Wave Films, Makoto Shinkai's films, is producing the anime. Taku Kimura, Star Wars Visions, the Tatooine Rhapsody episode, Osana Najimi no Karbo is directing and storyboarding the anime. Kentaro Nana is writing and supervising the script. Asuka Dokai of SnowRun's Summer Vacation designed the characters, and Maho Aoki of Astronaut is designing those characters for animation, as well as serving as animation director. Tasuku Watanabe is the art director. Evan Call of Violet Evergarden, Free Run Beyond Journey's End, and My Happy Marriage is composing the anime's music, and is also composing the theme song. Ooh.
It was not a very happy marriage.
Damn, okay. Good to hear. Kami Hikoki from...
Spoilers. Gah.
Oh no, that's the name of the song. Kami Hikoki, Paper Airplane. With vocals by Yoroshika vocalist Suis. The anime centers on Hana, a girl who admires a dragonite who serves as a postal worker. One day, Hana receives a letter addressed to no one and sets out to find the sender alongside her trusty Fuecoco going out into town. She finds the sender is a boy named Rio, and who apparently intended to send the letter to his father, who is working abroad in the Kanto region. But as the father's birthday is quickly approaching, it seems like he will not be able to receive the letter in time. What happens next? Watch more to find out.
Kiki's Dragonite service.
You're not wrong.
I was gonna say, where's the lie? Now just imagine it. Imagine, if you will, in a world where Pokemon was animated by Studio Ghibli.
If you're gonna say that, you gotta like really get the epic voice, man. In a world where Pokemon was animated by Studio Ghibli.
No. First off, I don't have the energy. Secondly, I fucked up because it's actually pronounced Ghibli. Ghibli.
Fair. So yeah, that's cool. Sounds good. Should be nice. Should be a wonderful watch. Yeah.
At least now I'm 5 minutes into this fucker. Almost.
That might actually get me to start watching Pokemon again.
Fair enough.
Just something mundane, but so out there that could be very interesting.
What's funny is my brother and his girlfriend, they're in the room right next to mine, and apparently they watch Pokemon to go to sleep.
Nice.
I know because I was sitting there one time and I just hear, Pikachu, use Thunderbolt one night, and I'm like, why?
See,
Why? No. The question isn't why. The question should be why not.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You're asking.
see,
the
I can
wrong
see
questions.
them. I can see the Dragonite opening the mailbox and a random ass Pokemon popping out of it to battle for him to put
Also-
the letters in.
Also,
No.
isn't it
The
sacrilege
mail is.
for you to ask that question.
I never actually got all that into the anime series.
Yeah, oh.
I watched a decent amount of it growing up, sure, but once it got to the point where it was just never ending and he was always 10 years old and I recognized that, it was like, I'm done with this. Now, you want to hear the real sacrilege is I enjoyed Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh! More.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't quite get, but I understand Digimon.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Is because I actually played the card games a little bit.
It has mostly.
That's
to do-
literally it.
I think the problem is that that began my isekai obsession.
Digimon? No, that's fair.
Yeah, Digimon's kind of an isekai, and now keep in mind that when Digimon came out, I was practically an adult by the time it happened.
Also, let's be real. The opening themes, the Americanized opening themes for all three of these were fucking amazing.
I really loved Digimon
Thanks,
over
asshole. Now
Pokemon.
I've got Digimon's theme song stuck in my head.
Digivolve into Ultimate. Digivolve into Champions.
Put it on a shirt.
Fucking love that shit. Okay. Next story. Oshinoko Season 3 premieres in 2026. Yay. The Ichigo Production Fan Kanshasai 2025 event for the Oshinoko anime announced on Sunday that the third season will premiere in 2026 and also revealed a teaser visual featuring Ruby in a video. The franchise's first official puzzle game was also announced on Sunday. The anime's the anime's second season premiered in July 2024 on Tokyo MX and over 29 other channels throughout Japan. The anime also streams simultaneously on the ABEMA service in Japan. High Dive streams the anime's English dub. The second season's story focuses on a 2.5D stage play titled Tokyo Blade. This is all just about season 2, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm not worried about it then.
If you
So,
haven't
yeah,
watched
season
2,
3,
do it.
2026.
It's really good.
Yes. Fucking do it. It's amazing. Oh my god. And if you haven't read it, boy, you're in for a treat, I promise you. And if you have read it, watch season 2. You're in for a treat. Oh my gosh. This is one of those things because it's like you read it and you're sitting here like, damn, this is cool. What's that going to look like animated? And then you finally see it and you're like, holy shit.
I see. I had the opposite. Like, I started watching and then I'm like, I have to read it. I need to know where this is going.
Yeah, that was me. I like after seeing the first season, I was like, I can't wait for season 2. I need to know.
Exactly. And now it's just like we've reached the end.
Honestly,
We're just
though,
like, holy fuck.
Honestly, no, I didn't even wait for the season to end. I was like, when...
No, I meant we reached the end of the manga.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, holy fuck.
Yeah. No, when I think after the first episode of Oshinoko, I started reading the manga because I was like, holy shit.
All right, massive spoiler alert, guys. Their mom dies.
And Aqua gets PTSD from
Dude,
They
spoilers.
both get PTSD from it.
Okay. Listen here, you spoiled little shit. That's a
I mean, I did just spoil everyone.
No,
I guess I'm also taking the next one, which I'm
Yes.
actually very excited for. Pokemon Center Online releases life-size Gardevoir plushie. I want one, and it would be so much worse if they made one for Lopunny. Everyone knows why, and if you don't know why, look up Lopunny.
What are you gonna do with it? It's a low pony. It's a low, but there's no laws in Pokemon, Batman. If you think I'm not gonna find a way to sneak that in, we're definitely that's gonna happen.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
And
Why
just
would you
say-
do something so terrible to a
Ju-
Lopunny? There's no laws in Pokemon, Batman.
Just saying, and going to do a quick interjection here, Moon. It's
Uh-huh.
already sold out.
I'm
Also, I
not
just wanna
surprised.
go
Not
ahead-
one bit.
I want to like the funny part is like I saw that and I was like, that's neat. When are we getting pals? Like I want a pal of that size. Also, just for meme reasons, just because of the internet, there should never ever be a life-size Vaporeon.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Look, we're getting the Gardevoir. If we get the Lopunny, there doesn't need to be a Vaporeon. Trust me.
But it's so breedable.
So are these two. Just saying.
Too late, I'm assuming. Oh no.
Honestly, the
There's a
EV
reason she's
line
the leader of
would
Team
be
Charm. Oh, no.
yes.
All right.
I think it's an actual thing in one of the Pokemon games. Gardevoir will use Charm on her owners or masters, so they get used more.
All
Listen,
Yeah.
I don't need to know what they do behind closed doors. Unless I'm filming.
Behind closed doors, nobody talks about what happens in the Pokeball. Okay. All right.
Okay.
moving
The
on.
Pokemon Company announced on January 31st that a life-size Gardevoir would be available on the Pokemon Center online. If you live with Gardevoir, maybe one day you'll be able to communicate with it. Yeah, that's the hope. Pokemon Center will release this is the Twitter translation. Pokemon Center will release a life-size Gardevoir plush. If you live with Gardevoir, maybe one day. Oh, it literally just says, okay, whatever. The life-size plush shipped on February 6th for 49,500 yen, or about $324 fucking dollars.
That's more than
That's
that US now.
Yep. The plush is an astounding 160 centimeter, about 5 feet 3 inches, tall and weighs 5 kilograms, or 11 pounds.
Yeah,
I
but
have a
shipping would
friend
kill you.
who's that same height, and that's funny. As of press time, it is sold out, and Pokemon Center Online has not announced if the plush will be available again. Gardevoir first appeared in the Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire games. Wow. The Pokédex website notes Gardevoir has the same height as the life-size plush, but weighs 106.7 pounds, and is one of 2 final evolutions of Ralts. Gardevoir is relatively popular among Pokemon fans and placed 9th in the Google's Pokemon of the Year 2020 contest. Oh, are they are they taking numbers into account with that? Because I guarantee you, majority of those were probably Gardevoir R34.
Yeah,
Also,
I would assume
this
so.
was the 2020 contest. I'm saying that most likely the least liked Pokemon that year were probably coughing.
Ah, yes.
Boo.
Yeah, is it not true? Coffee.
I still remember the
Oh
whole
no,
fiasco.
it's hilarious. I'm wheezing.
I remember the
no,
whole
that could-
fiasco of
actually, that
coughing
could
in
just
Pokemon
be-
Go.
That could just be the Ligma.
Ligma balls.
There you go.
Do either of you remember the controversy of Pokemon Go and coughing?
I love that we're having this discussion.
Kind of.
Right as I edited that fucking subtitle.
Yeah.
Pikachu, I choose
uh,
you.
So, Niantic decided to put coughing.
They have a life-size Snorlax? What?
Yeah.
You can block the road with it.
It just won't wake up when you play the Poke Flute.
Depends on the flute. One, I'm more of a Squirtle. Yeah, I bet you are, girl. Two, God damn it. This is
Anyway,
so
the
stupid.
speaking. So, as
No,
cultured
no,
as
we
this
need to go along
conversation
with that.
is,
Yeah, no. We don't need to stop. We don't need to stop. That's a good place to continue. I'm more of a Squirtle. Yeah, girl.
yeah, as cultured as this conversation is,
We're talking about Aqua. Come on.
I'm gonna move us along to the Cultural Exchange Society.
Nah.
The owners of Ohio-based anime convention OhioCon filed a civil lawsuit against Sakai Guild, the organizers of the new Ohio-based convention SakaiCon on January 16th.
Sekai.
Sakai, thank you.
Yeah, Sekai. It literally translates to another world. Or world. Isekai, Sekai. Yeah.
Second, that makes way too much fucking sense.
Yep.
The suit alleges that SakaiCon organizers, as former OhioCon staff members, misappropriated confidential business information and trade secrets from OhioCon. The suit further alleges that the former OhioCon staff members attempted to extort control of the convention from Cultural Exchange Society President Melissa Ann Phelps in a fraudulent attempt to organize the convention's team. It states that upon failure, the former staff used the misappropriated assets to interfere with the business and private lives of organization members, as well as publicly defame the members to promote SakaiCon. The suit states that Phelps and other members have and continue to receive death threats online. In addition, the suit claims that Jared Hightower, former OhioCon staff members, and members of the Conventions of Ohio Volunteer Event Network, a collective formed by former OhioCon volunteers who sought to address concerns with OhioCon's governing body, breached his... I'm not even going to try to pronounce that fucking word because I know I'm going to get it wrong. Fiduciary duties to CES.
Fiduciary.
I knew I was going to get it wrong. Duties to use... Because that is honestly the first time I've ever seen that word in my 33 years of existence.
Legalese. It's legalese. I'm not surprised.
God, where's Legal Mindset when I need him to fucking translate for me? To CES by secretly coordinating with Coven and the senior leadership to harm it, and with Sakai Guild to compete with it. As an example of SakaiCon's theft of OhioCon's assets, CES provided an example of the use of collectible ribbons related to various aspects of the convention. In a social media post, SakaiCon said that it is another convention where ribbons are a big part, adding that Ohio-based conventions Colossal Con and Matsuri-kan also used them.
Oh,
This
Matsuri-kan does, yeah.
the suit. Let's face it. Ohio does not exist. It is a myth perpetrated by the United States.
Look, there's nothing
Ohio's
wrong with
real.
Ohio except the snow and the rain.
What are you talking about? Good morning always exists.
I really love Drew Carey, and I kind of want to see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
The suit seeks compensation for damages and reimbursement of legal costs. OhioCon 2025 took place from January 31st to February 2nd, 2025. The event moved from Columbus to a new location, the Dayton Convention Center in Dayton. SakaiCon will run from April 11th through the 13th at Newark near Columbus. OhioCon's senior leadership changed in November with Stephen Fluffy Baker taking over as convention director, William T. as associate convention director, Xander S. as the director of operations, and Andrew T. as the director of social media, public relations, and marketing. And then background on OhioCon.
Come
State
back
flag.
to Texas. It's just not the same since you went away.
Ohio State flag is the orange cone. Just putting that out there. The few times I have driven through Ohio to get to Colossal Con, because I was working the con, like most of their interstate was in a constant state of construction. So yeah. So there we go.
Sorry, I had a message that I needed to send out to my brother-in-law regarding certain things I have to take care of after
That's
Anime
fine.
Church.
That's fine.
Let's see here. Next up. On February 4th, the Korea Cartoonist Association and the Korea Webtoon Artists Association issued a statement denouncing the abrupt shutdown of Pinotoon, emphasizing the negative impact on both creators and readers. The organizations criticized the unilateral decision, arguing that it not only violates creators' rights, but also undermines the foundation of the digital content industry. In their statement, the associations demanded that Pinotoon return original manuscript files to all affected artists without restrictions. The group urged for an immediate and fair transition process. Fuck, why do I feel like Sonic today?
You're still doing better than him.
That's wow.
Damn, dude.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Or am I?
You told me to
God.
tell you.
Fair enough.
I'm only following the directive you set up.
Good soldiers follow orders.
Okay, calm down there. I know
In their
you're part of the
statement,
bad
the
guys.
associations
Jesus.
demanded. Oh, I already read that part. Additionally, the associations criticized Pinotoon for unilaterally terminating contracts without adequate compensation for artists. They argued that since the shutdown was the platform's decision, creators should not bear the financial and emotional burden alone. They called for proper compensation measures. The statement also addressed concerns for readers, noting that those who purchase digital content from Pinotoon currently have no way to access their collections. The association's warning that failing to provide alternative solutions, such as transferring purchased works to another platform, would severely damage consumer trust in digital content services. Let's face it, if you buy digital, you're buying a license to use or view the product, you're not buying the product itself. Finally, the organizations urged Pinotoon to be transparent about the shutdown process and take full responsibility for the fallout. They called on the platform to disclose concrete plans for resolving the issue and ensuring fair treatment for both creators and consumers. Pinotoon, a latecomer to Korea's Webtoon platform, unexpectedly announced on January 16th that it will terminate its services on February 28th. Launched in 2015, Peanut primarily focused on BL and romance genres, maintaining a mid-tier position among Webtoon platforms. Popular titles on the platform included The Beast of Bahal Never Misses Its Prey, Heart-Pounding Strategy, and The Cat Lady and Her Bodyguards.
Yes, we have a quote from a fan who heard about this decision, and they went on record saying, nuts.
God damn it.
You're welcome.
There's nothing more interesting than having to type out text describing a situation, like a character being muffled because they're in the mouth of a frog, and just being like, yeah, that's not the way to describe it. Okay, Aqua muffled because she's being deep throated by a frog.
Yes.
Yes, that's how you do that.
At least the frog's mouth was warm in the winter. God, I love that anime.
I mean, listen. Yes. I knew the frog. Listen, I knew the frog was thirsty, but that takes it to a whole new level.
It just wanted some aqua.
I mean, she's more of a Squirtle.
Cosmo would not know.
True. Well, I mean, if we're just talking about the fact that she's a water type, then yeah, he'd know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But would he?
But I got a question. Are you ready for a miracle?
I'm ready. I need a hero, but I don't know about a miracle.
You're not ready for a miracle?
Look, I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light, okay? And he's got to be cool, and he's got to be strong, and he's got to be larger than life.
You're talking about Shrek. You're waiting for Shrek.
It's all ogre now.
Oh,
no.
Well, I've made it to the 7-minute mark.
Woo! Well, progress.
That's great. You know who's not going to make it to the 7-minute mark, Richie? Shinji Aoba, who was convicted in the arson fire that killed 36 people and wounded 32 others at Kyoto Animation.
Also, guys, when we move on, please remind me to go to the next tab, so we're not just sitting at like the same page for like 3 or 4 stories. I am focused on subtitling, and I will not. Like, I'm aware that you are changed, but I won't think about it because I'm focusing on something else. So please give me a heads up. Hey, we're moving. Close the current tab. All right, cool.
Well, I'll start doing that going forward. But his legal team asked the Osaka High Court to nullify Alba's withdrawal of his appeal against his death sentence on January 30th. Alba himself withdrew the appeal 2 days earlier on January 28th. When a suspect withdraws their appeal, the court can finalize its sentence and end the trial. However, the Mainichi Shimbun paper reports that it is not unprecedented in the Japanese legal system for courts to nullify withdrawals of appeal if the defendants seemed unable to protect their rights due to the shock of a death sentence. The Kyoto District Court handed down a guilty verdict to Alba on January 25th, 2024. The defense representing Alba filed an appeal to the ruling the following day. The rest of this is just more backstory on the case.
Cool.
To be fair, how would he, why would it be a shock that he got the death sentence after killing 36 and wounding 32? Because he started a fire.
Was at one point fully ready for it.
I like frogs. I like turtles.
I like turtles. I don't think we have much to say on this one. Just her Hurry up and put that guy on the ground.
They're dragging it out longer than it needs to be.
Yeah.
Welcome to Japanese court.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you've been paying at least enough attention. You should know how slow Korean court is.
Murder is bad, okay?
I mean, in certain
We haven't heard
situations, I can
anything.
understand that about
We
Korean
have not
court.
heard anything. We have not heard anything about that guy in a minute, though.
No, I've heard about some of his friends and his mentor.
He has a mentor?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Unfortunately. The guy that got him started on his current track in streaming. Yeah, if you watch Andrew, you'll understand.
Tate?
Legal Mindset.
Oh, no. Who's Johnny's mentor?
Yeah. Ishmael's mentor.
Ishmael.
Well, on to the next story.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Pokemon Company, Diamond Comic Distributors owes it, okay, they named this terribly. Diamond Comic Distributors owes the Pokemon Company over $531,000. Jesus. The Pokemon Company International filed reclamation claims for inventory delivered within 45 days of Diamond Comic Distributors declaring Chapter 11 bankruptcy. TCPI claims that Diamond owes it $531,000 US on goods sold on credit. Diamond also owes $280,000 to TCPI, one of its unsecured creators. Diamond declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy on January 14th. The company filed a voluntary petition for relief under Chapter 11 of the United States Bankruptcy Code in the United States Bankruptcy Court in the District of Maryland. Companies who file under Chapter 11 are able to maintain business assets, which may or may not include licenses, in order to attempt to reorganize. Diamond cited that the deceased consumer activity, rising operating costs, and declining sales in the comic book industry post-COVID-19 led to its decision. Diamond has received a $39 million stalking horse bid, the initial bid on a bankrupt company's assets, from an affiliate of Universal Distribution for Alliance Game Distributors. Diamond signed a non-binding letter of intent with the same company to buy Diamond UK. Diamond is also actively pursuing offers and has received interest from buyers for its other business units, which include Diamond Book Distributors, Collectible Grading Authority, Diamond Select Toys, and its main distribution lines. The company has received commitments for up to $41 million in debtor-in-possession financing from J.P. Morgan Chase. The company will use those funds for post-petition operating expenses and to ensure adequate working capital for its obligations. Diamond will continue to operate business during this time. Orders will continue to process as usual. The company plans to continue running free comic book day. Yay! Diamond's two largest unsecured creditors are Penguin Random House, a publishing company and distributor for other publishers, including manga ones such as Dark Horse, and Bandai. Diamond owes those two companies $9,202,000 and $4,348,000 respectively. Diamond also owes money to the following companies: Hasbro over $1 million, Simon and Schuster, who is a distributor for Viz, $600,000. Bandai Namco Toys and Collectibles, $576,000. Viz Media, $421,000. Titan Publishing, $357,000. Square Enix, $314,000. The Pokemon Company International, $280,000. And Udon Entertainment, $202,000. There are likely more companies with links to Japan. Diamond's recently filed bankruptcy petition only lists the top 30 unsecured creditors. Diamond is one of the primary distributors of print comics in the United States. Well, damn. Those are actually some pretty big fucking names. Like, the Pokemon Company is bad enough, but Square Enix, Viz Media, Bandai Namco Toys and Collectibles, and Hasbro. Like, fuck. These are not small names. And
No,
this
they're
company
not.
is filing for, what was it, Class 11 or Chapter 11 bankruptcy. That's
That's rough, buddy.
woof. Well, hopefully they can get things fixed and set back. That's all I could say. I'm not sure if I've even read anything from them, although seeing that they run Free Comic Book Day either on its own or in select places is interesting because I've always enjoyed Free Comic Book Day. You guys ever been to Free Comic Book Day?
A couple times in the past, and it was such a good experience.
Sadly, not in a long time.
Yeah, I don't know if we still have it, but we used to have a place that would run Free Comic Book Day at the mall. It was always fun. There'd be costume contests, pictures, and stuff. It was a good time. Oh, so hopefully they can get that fixed. Hopefully they can increase sales. That's about all we got. All right, next. K-Manga service expands into 8 more countries. The official Twitter account of Kodansha's K-Manga service announced on Tuesday that it is now available in the Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, Hong Kong, Taiwan, India, Mexico, and Brazil. I have half a mind to just jump into Yakko's world now. Huh. The service recently expanded into Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Singapore in October. It strengthens. Kodansha Limited launched its manga distribution service, K-Manga, for Android, iOS,
United
and browsers.
States, Canada, Mexico, Panama,
Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador, too, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Paz and Bolivia, and then Argentina, and Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua, Bermuda, Tobago. Oh shit! I always forget that one.
San Juan.
Yeah.
I've seen
Paraguay, Uruguay, Suriname, Memphis, Guyana, Barbados, and Guam. Okay. Suriname, Memphis, Guyana. Almost got it. That's always where I forget. I gotta go through it more because God, I love it. Like every time I bring up that song, there's like 5 different people who are like, it's inaccurate, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
What are they trying to say is inaccurate? They haven't.
So
they did
some
an
of the places,
updated version.
yeah, well, some of the places they list are still also just territories. So it's technically not a country, but like,
Technically,
and
there's
then
no such thing as countries.
I mean, if you really want to split hairs.
Yeah, if they want to be such anal retentive bitches about it, there's no such thing as countries. Borders are a made up construct.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't like it when people do that. And yeah, he's got the updated version, and I'm like, well, he's got this, and it's like, yeah, but all these things are still in the song, and I'm like, you know what? Why don't you just go over there and live your miserable life, and I'm going to enjoy my song from my childhood, okay?
Why are you being the fun police right now? Like, let us
Yeah.
have fucking fun, you know?
Let me just have a good fucking time, okay? At least no one can complain about the fucking wackos states and their capitals. God.
I mean, we may be getting more of those soon.
We'll see. Oh, man. Okay, but where was I? I lost it.
Greenland, the 51st state.
May 2023. Yeah, okay. It launched the app with approximately 400 titles, including 60 simulpub titles, with their chapters debuting on K-Manga before any other platforms. The first few chapters of most titles are available for free. Kodansha USA Publishing ended distribution of simulpub chapters of its manga titles on Kita Kita Media Incorporated or Inc.'s digital manga service, Azuki, in January 2023. The company removed previous simulpub chapters from Azuki in January 2022. Early non-simulpub chapters of some of the series removed, as well as several of Kodansha's non-simulpub series remain unaffected on the platform. The company then removed a number of its manga titles from Crunchyroll in January 2023. Kodansha had issued a statement to Crunchyroll saying that its suspension of simulpub updates was due to changes in its simulpub distribution program. Probably didn't need to read those last 2 paragraphs, but oh well. So yeah, more people can read stuff on K-Manga. That's cool.
That's actually pretty good because K-Manga's halfway decent now.
Oh
damn,
yeah,
nice.
I actually like reading stuff on K-Manga.
I remember when it first launched, it was not the best.
Hmm.
Is that we had covered it when it first launched, and
Oh no,
I
I remember.
we had But I'll take the next two, Moon, and then you can take the last one.
Sounds good.
Bandai Namco Holdings USA
No, I'm talking
Incorporated.
about slime.
Okay, I'll take this one. Moon can take the next one, then you can finish us off, Richie.
Okay. That's the one thing I wanted to talk about. I was like, I covered the fucking slime news.
Fair enough. I just wasn't sure if you wanted to read anything with what you were doing today. Yeah, but Bandai Namco announced on Tuesday that it will establish a wholly owned subsidiary named Bandai Namco Filmworks America LLC on April 1st, under the control of Bandai Namco Filmworks. The new subsidiary's goal is to expand foreign licensing business and brand management ahead of Sunrise and Legendary Pictures' planned live-action Gundam film. John Mickle is writing and directing the film. It is also producing it with partner Linda Moran through their Nightshade company. Bandai Namco Filmworks and Legendary Pictures signed a joint investment agreement for the film in January. Jordan Voight Roberts from Kong Skull Island was previously announced as the director and an executive producer for the film, and comic book author Brian K. Vaughan from Why the Last Man, Ex Machina, Runaways, was originally slated to write the script and serve as an executive producer. Makoto Asanuma was previously credited as an executive producer. Mary Parent, vice chair of worldwide production for Legendary. Legendary's Cale Boiter from Pokemon Detective Pikachu and Dune, and Sunrise's Naohiroshi Ogata were listed to produce. Netflix was previously announced to stream the film worldwide and had shared concept art, Richard Wright, in November 2021. That fucking concept art is from fucking Requiem from Vengeance, not from the movie. Boiter appeared with Bandai Namco Holdings president and representative director Mitsuaki Toguchi at Anime Expo in July 2018 to announce the adaptation. Robert Napton, former Bandai Entertainment Director of Marketing and Legendary Comics' current Senior Vice President of Publishing, moderated the panel segment about the live-action film project. Napton and Sunrise executive expert for film production Ken Iadomi revealed at a talk at a Project Anime industry presentation in March 2019 that the Gundam Unicorn's cameo in Pacific Rim Uprising helped create the relationships between Sunrise and Legendary Pictures and set the scene for talks about a Gundam film project. Iadomi said that although contacting the right people for the deal was difficult, the CEO of Sunrise was very easy to convince. Another factor that made the negotiations easier was that Legendary had less people, so decisions could be made quicker. The Gundam franchise's new work unveiling event in April 2018 had listed a tentatively titled Mobile Suit Gundam UC2 project that would have an overseas drama format. The listing said the project takes place in Universal Century Calendar 0104 and would launch in 2022. After showing the listing at the April 2018 event, the Sunrise Studios MC and one of the event's guests, Gundam Unicorn novelist Harutoshi Fukui, quickly told the audience to pretend you didn't see that visual. I struggled but so hard on that. Holy fuck.
You got this.
Here comes the men in black.
As long as you'll remember.
Dude, they need to start doing that. It's like, instead of you saw nothing, it's like, all right, get the flashy thingy. Okay, put your gray bands on. All right, and everybody look here. Wait for the flash. Smile.
Mm-hmm. All right, ready for the next story?
Yeah.
Or
I mean, are
The
we
next
just
story
gonna
is
sit
you,
here
Moon.
and listen to
Yeah, I
dead
know.
air?
Just making sure we're ready to move on.
Yeah.
Nothing else needed to be said.
Honestly, that I should have read that story before the Gundam movie announcement.
Okay.
Alright. Manga Library Z launches crowdfunding to reopen digital service. The official Twitter account for Manga Toshokan Z, a digital service for publishing rare out-of-print manga for free, changed its name to Kaete Kuru Manga Toshokan Z, which is Manga Toshokan Z will return on Monday, and launched a crowdfunding campaign on the Motion Gallery website on Wednesday. The campaign aims to raise 3 million yen to reopen the service. As of press time, the campaign has raised 1,279,000 yen. The campaign will end on April 1st. The site shut down on November 26th last year due to issues with credit card companies and a termination of all payment services. Manga creator Ken Nakamatsu founded the service, originally known as J. Komi's Zeppan Manga Toshokan, in 2011 and launched a beta test of the site in 2010. The advertising revenue-based service distributes hard-to-find manga and publishes it for free, returning the revenue to the original creators. Akamatsu initially posted all 14 volumes of his Love Hina manga for free, with 6 pages of advertising and no digital rights management for 1 month to test the viability of this business model. Japanese publishers Shueisha and Kodansha began collaborating with the site in 2010. Akamatsu and Yahoo Japan subsidiary Gyao jointly founded a subsidiary company called J Comic Terrace in 2015 to take over management and control of the service, which was also renamed at the time to Manga Library Z. Akamatsu later retired from management. He stated at the time, "I started J Komi with the goal of eliminating piracy, but because I'm serializing a weekly series, there are parts of it I've been unable to manage." Gyao came to me proposing an injection of capital and to help me manage the project. And I'm pretty sure the rest of that's still more backstory stuff. So yeah, that's cool.
Ken Akamatsu, mangaka for Love Hina, Negima, and several other rom-coms.
Hmm.
Man, I want to go back and rewatch Negima.
Also,
I
Yuki
just
Holder.
I just cannot find it anywhere.
To be fair, you're better off reading Negima than watching it. It's so
I mean, that's
inconsistent.
true, but it's still Negima has one of those nostalgic things for me because that was the first anime one of my ex-girlfriends that I really cared for introduced me,
Mm.
and it reminds me of happier times.
Okay, well, I can remind you of happier times if you read the manga all the way through.
I have read the manga all the way through.
Oh, cool. You did see that when I was here, right? Like, I have the full Negima collection.
Yes, I did. And that's what made me want to start tracking down the anime again so I could rewatch it and feel, something. Um
Okay. Give me just a second.
yeah,
Come
not a
on,
problem.
Mississippi.
Damn it. So yeah, what are your feelings on that, Moon?
I think it's cool. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't read a lot, so it's like, but
Yeah.
for the people who do, want to read some older stuff, like, I think it's
Okay.
great.
Yeah. Also, sorry for the late welcome, but hi, Nex. Curious if you
Oh,
guys have heard of Sunday Smile. If y'all have, whenever y'all ever choose to do the average version of One Piece, could you use the song? I always felt like this song was a pirate song. I have not heard of that. I am going to check it out after stream
What are
today
they?
because
Wait, what was the thing? What?
comment in chat from Nex. I'm curious, have you guys ever heard of Sunday Smile? If y'all have, whenever y'all ever choose to do the average version of One Piece, could you use this song? I always felt like this song was a pirate song.
I think he meant to
The
say abridged version, but
the
also,
abridged. Okay. But
yeah.
we One Piece, like the movie, as far as I'm aware, they're not doing any more One Piece. Mm. As far as I understand, they're not currently doing. There are no plans to currently do any more One Piece.
Yeah, no.
Abridged.
But I haven't heard of Sunday Smile. I'm definitely going to check it out after stream because I like pirate songs.
Okay. Let's move on to
Just like
our last
Man the
bit of
Cannons by
news.
Jonathan Young. Wonderful
Man,
song.
the cannons. Yeah.
Never said I could sing. I know I can't save my life.
We good now?
Yes.
Yeah, because I said like a little bit ago, let's move on to the last bit of news, and then the conversation kept
Sorry.
going.
Didn't hear you. I was trying to buy as much time as I could.
Yeah. All right, so the Slime series is getting a second movie. The title has been revealed along with the studio and a February 2026 debut. That time I got reincarnated as a slime franchise revealed at the 2025 Sapporo Snow Festival. I wanted to go to that. On Tuesday, the title, studio, and teaser visual of its second anime film. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. The movie Tears of the Blue Sea arc will open in Japan in February 2026. 8-Bit is producing the film's animation. Bandai Namco Filmworks Isekai channel YouTube account also streamed the event. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the ice festival, the snow festival. Did you see what the JGSDF did there?
No, I didn't. And
They made a giant fucking diorama of slime.
Huh.
And it wasn't like a quick built one. No, it was fucking very detailed.
They go all out.
Yeah, they really did.
That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Television anime will also get a 4th season, and then it's recapping that the 3rd season was recent, and they already have a movie and several OVA, and there are 3 seasons and blah blah blah. Which, guys, we know. We're also in other slime news, working on Slime 10. Now, like, I can focus more time because Konosuba's done, and we're going to be working on finishing up the stuff that we can for solo leveling this week. So that means I can start dedicating my time to scripting on that. Guys, just keep in mind, I'm scripting for like 3 different projects at the moment, and I actually put 2 on the back burner so I'd have more chances. So it's going to take a little bit. It's going to take a little bit longer, but yeah, we'll figure it out. All right. That is the end of our stories. Now this is basically how I feel inside. As you can see, the gap is narrowing.
I love that meme.
Yeah.
I've sent that out to so many people and I use it quite often.
That's amazing.
Yep. All right. I'll be right back. Y'all go ahead and start talking about Blue Box. Oh,
Spoiler tag.
Spoiler tag. Yeah. I almost, dude. I gotta run. If you guys are leaving because we're talking about, you do the whole spiel. One of you do the whole spiel about like what anime we're gonna be.
So just to let you know, Richie, the plan right now is to start with Blue Box, then do Zenshu, and basically make solo leveling the last thing, so it gives you enough time as possible, or as much time as possible.
For what?
To get back from whatever you're doing.
I'm literally just going to the bathroom.
Yeah, it's not gonna take.
Do it
take
in
them
the
that
order
long.
that it comes out, like normally. I'll be back before you guys are done talking about Blue Box.
Fair
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, spoiler warning is up. Thank you for everybody who stayed with us this long. If you don't want to be spoiled about the weekly anime, you're more than welcome to leave, and we will see you next week. For those who are staying with us, thank you for your continued support and viewership.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get into it.
So
What were
yeah,
your
Blue Box.
what
So
were your
we want to do
thoughts
the
on it,
recap.
Moon?
Oh, well, my thoughts for Blue Box. This felt really good. We got to see both Chinatsu's and I think it was Hina. Yeah, we got to see how they both view Taiki at the same time. It was really cute, but also we got to see Taiki just kind of go hard on a game, and not only that, but show some actual, sure enough, improvement because he won a game against someone he initially lost to, and that's both at a different game and at this current one. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was really nice seeing that. A lot of the dialogue was really good. Um, yeah. What were your thoughts?
First and foremost, I would like to say thanks for the comments, Sea Goats. It's nice to hear somebody actually appreciates us putting this show together.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, overall, I love during the tennis match how Taiki kept getting into his own head, like, I'm not good enough, what the hell was I thinking? I was full of myself, and then turned
Yep.
around like, I gotta fucking do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta prove I'm better than who I think I am. And
Sometimes that's all you need.
yeah. Though I was expecting Chinatsu to at least call out to him at least once or twice, to give him that boost. But at the same time, knowing her character now, while watching as much of this anime as I have, I'm not that surprised she didn't.
Yeah, I was expecting Hina to cheer a little more, but she was also very quiet.
No, Hina's more of the bashful type and doesn't want everybody to know. From what I've picked up.
Really? She was very open with it with Chinatsu, though.
Well, she sees Chinatsu as a rival versus everybody else. It's like, oh god, blushing face, walk away, not saying much.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And it's obvious Taiki's other friend, the glasses guy. I can't think of his fucking name because I think you hear it once or twice.
Yeah.
It's obvious that he has feelings for Hina. At least
a little bit, yeah. I can kind of get that because, like, I have the understanding that he just wants the best for both of them because he loves them both, and I'm like, my guy. And then, but every now and then he gives glances to Hina and stuff, and I'm like, you know. So there's definitely something there. It's not nothing. But yeah. See, Richie, are you back yet?
I've been back.
Okay. Did you get to watch this episode of Blue Box?
No, he mentioned he only watched Solo Leveling.
Ah, that's right. Okay. Well,
Again,
Fenris.
does it really matter?
He also reads the manga.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I know. I get that.
I'm not
but
currently reading the manga. I stopped a little while back. But
yeah,
I'm still very far ahead. Like, a relationship has started that I cannot talk about, and based on when that relationship starts is when I'll be like, okay, y'all are close to catching up.
fair enough.
Yeah.
But anyways, Fenris ratings.
Ooh, I usually give this one an 8. Just seeing Taiki's growth as not only a person but as an athlete really hits home.
Yeah, I think I could see it being an 8 myself, because this had just some really good progress, mostly for Taiki, which he kind of needed. Homeboy's just getting too up in his head. He's got a lot going on, obviously, but like, he's not. He's still progressing. That's kind of what this showed. He's still moving forward.
Yes.
So yeah, next one.
I don't
What
even
is
know
the
what
next
the
one?
next one is.
Apothecary Diaries.
Ooh, yay! This one,
I'm having to ignore every bit of this because I haven't watched it yet. Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm not going to try. I'm going to try to not spoil too much.
Well, no,
But
I took my headphones off. I don't hear a damn word you're saying.
Then how did you hear that? Anyways, so Apothecary Diaries. God, this was a fun episode. It was some payoff for some of the stuff that happened before, and she asked herself an interesting question about the foreign people. That is like, oh, these two look so similar. They could easily pull off the one conundrum that what's his face asked me about before, and I'm sitting there like, oh, it's probably about those two. Just throwing that out there. Anyways, also it's clear that these two are either French, German, or American, but don't ask me which. And that mostly comes from hair and eyes, also height. But this episode had some very wonderful visuals. It was very nice seeing her be all like, "Oh, that's how the blue sparkles happen. These moths." And yeah, it's fun getting to see the puzzle just get worked out. I enjoyed that. And we had a bit of setup for another puzzle, so that's great. More puzzles. All these squares make a circle.
And that one's
So yeah, Fenris, anything? Or did you not watch this one?
caught up.
I'm still trying my best to catch up on.
Cool, just
Apothecary.
me. Awesome. So this episode was really fun. I will also give this one an 8.
Yeah, depending on how it
It
feels, huh?
I mean, yeah, but I will also give this one an 8. It was really good. It's got some build up. It had some really good payoff too. So, but I enjoyed it. Can't wait to see more of this show. It's just always a fun one. And now we are on the leveling of solos.
This episode.
Mhm.
It's the episode of Pickaxe.
Oh, it was so nice. Also, yes.
Do you think he thinks she's weird for it?
No, absolutely not.
He didn't even notice her. What do
He
you
didn't know-
mean?
He didn't even notice all the other people. That was my
Yeah.
favorite part. That was my favorite part.
Just
I
sitting there,
was
it's like,
watching
oh, I
that-
got so caught up collecting shadows. Oops.
I was watching the reaction to that with Fenris last night, and then like he got to that part where Wujin Chul calls out to him, and he turns around, and I played it like twice because I'm just like, yeah, this works. And then turn around, and it's like, Bruce, fuck. It's like, are you sure you're the Batman? I'm the one that just sneaked up on you. You know, that kind of joking going on there.
I would
It was
love
so-
that. It's
yeah.
like, nice job, Bruce. Holy shit! Oh, that's
bell
gonna be
around
so
your neck.
good. It's like, maybe we should switch sides or something. God, you're so sneaky.
He likes to change socks.
Oh man. But yeah. Oh, it was so much fun. They did so well with the animation on this episode. And I think it was also there was a decent amount of difference from what happened in the manhwa. I don't remember everything about what happened in the manhwa, but I'm pretty sure the motherfucker did not grow giant.
I think he did.
No, he did. He did.
He did? Okay.
Yes.
It's been a while. I can't remember everything, but oh, it was so much fun. The whole thing he did with the chain, that was fun. And I'm sitting there hearing Star Wars music in my head as he's going around him.
The animation just popped up. Oh my god, yes. We need to use Duel of the Fates for that scene.
Ooh.
Like nothing
Oh, man.
nothing makes a scene better than John Williams. I'm just saying.
Right? God. Although I'd say we'd need to save Duel of the Fates specifically for something else.
Nah, we can use it in multiple.
No. But the chain thing specifically is the reference to Hoth, episode 5.
Oh, you ever see that one really old movie with the walkie thingies?
Yeah.
Hold on, the kid may be onto something.
Oh god. So yeah, that was ooh. The action was great. Hey and Cha being there was hilarious. It's like, do you have any weapons? All we have is this pickaxe. Could use a shovel or something. I'll just go in without it. And then it's like, She stops.
No, he said
Turns
shovel,
around.
and then he said crowbar, and I was immediately like, choose the crowbar. Choose the
Yes,
crowbar.
do the crowbar.
She has
Prove that it was
what an effective weapon that is.
Yes. There's anyways. But then she stops, turns
Oh.
around, and walks back, and like no words. And he's just like, "Yeah, something's better than nothing, isn't it?" And she's just got the
Richie,
like you can tell she's mildly embarrassed, just like.
I have a horrible idea for you whenever we get to that point.
Uh-huh.
We have the crowbar. It's Hunter Kageno's favorite.
No. No, no, no. No. No, 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 no. All right, anyway.
You could use a crowbar. Do I look like a fucking cringe ass motherfucker to you?
Do I look like a cringe ass chuny to you?
There it is. Judy, that's the word.
You can use a crowbar. What am I, a vigilante? Like that old show? What was it? The Eminence in Shadow? Come on, man.
I am many things, but I am not atomic.
No. As funny as that is, I don't think we're gonna reference Eminence in Shadow in our solo leveling. Just putting that out
Yeah,
there.
fair enough.
Yeah. I don't
Instead,
think
we
we
could
should.
be all like, "My name is not Gordon Freeman."
It's Inigo Montoya.
Yeah, you
my
killed my
father.
father. Prepare to die.
Okay.
And then his father walks out of the portal. "Oh, hey, son, how you doing?" Huh? uh. So yeah, y'all's thoughts?
10 out of 10. Animation was
Hell
on
yeah,
point. Yeah. this was-
absolutely.
Yes,
was
it was.
Like as
Absolute
much as
peak.
As much as I was like last week, I was kind of meh on the episode. This week, I was like, I have to see what everyone thinks. So I started scouring
yeah.
all the reactions.
It was
I was-
absolute build
This
up
was-
for this moment.
Also,
This episode was everything I was hoping it
also,
would be.
you could tell
Mhm.
you could tell who the people were that read the manhwa versus who didn't, because like everybody's like, oh, new character if the in the from the non-manhwa readers. I wonder what they're gonna be like. And then all the manhwa readers, we just got this shit-eating grin on our face. We're like, ah, this fool. Yeah. So the official announcement of Jinu's S rank will be happening next week. I'm looking forward
And the
to
seed that a lot of people want to see is gonna happen.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. And I love that that's gonna start off the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I give it a 10 as well, Finners.
I give it a 10.
I already gave it a 10.
All right, so 10s across the board. Give it the gold medal.
Platinum medal.
Yes. And then next is of course Zenshu, which
We're reviewing episode 5 because episode 6 comes out so close to fucking release.
Also,
Start the
because
stream.
none of us have watched it, because I mean, usually I
Well,
would have seen it before.
I
the show.
actually did watch episode 6. I watched it while we were just getting started and mostly just talking amongst ourselves.
See, that's the other
um,
thing that ends up happening. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I would much prefer like talking about last week's episode and just saving the current episode for the next week,
Okay.
because fucking
I'm okay
Go
with
for
that.
it.
it's so much easier that way.
I mean,
But
can,
last
you're,
episode-
you're welcome to do that. I don't fucking remember it, so I will not be participating.
That's fine. I will give you a play-by-play.
I
'Cause
will
not much
I'm
happened,
gonna be
honestly.
listening, I'm gonna be subtitling. I'm gonna be
You
on
go
it.
right ahead. Basically, main girl's getting a big head. She's like, yeah, I could do anything. I'll do this all myself. It's like, you don't have to do that. Well, I'm doing it all myself. Okay. And
She
then
has that Viz Media, not Viz Media. Well,
Mappa.
Thank you. That Mappa animator thought process.
Well, considering this was animated by Mappa, I mean,
Why do you think they killed her off at the first episode so they couldn't expand on it?
eh. So,
Sometimes you gotta. hide it.
anyways, yeah, for real. But brain, I need you to function right now. So after like several fights, they do a lot of back-to-backs, and I swear the baseball player she drew was wearing a New York Yankees outfit. But But yeah, they do a lot of back-to-backs of different things she drew to get them through some fights. Then we move on, and so the girl who was about to marry that guy so she could get an orphanage set up, she got fucking jacked.
Destiny.
Destiny, that's her name.
And holy fuck, I prefer her in that format versus the original.
The original format was nice to look at. This is
now she's Destiny too.
Electric Boogaloo, now in stores.
Soon she'll get to her final shape.
But yeah, she's fucking jacked, and they put her in so many poses to show it, and it's hilarious. But she is running the orphanage. It's wonderful, and she requests the 9 soldiers to go get some kids from I forgot what it was called. Basically, the lawless district.
Despair area.
Despair. That's it. And it kind of feels like Despair when they get there, but they run into the kids. The kid tries to steal what's her name's drawing thingy, but then gets picked up by the hero dude, and it's like, yeah. And they hang around, they have some fun with the kids, and it turns out, what's her name? She's really good at recruiting the kids and getting them to be all like, hey, let's go to the fucking orphanage. You'll get food, it'll be cool, and everything's awesome. And all the kids eat that shit up, like, yeah! So she does that. She basically becomes the Pied Piper for kids who are lost in this area and goes back and forth. And we see a dragon. She bumps into a dragon, and he's very obviously drunk and apparently owes some people money because they run into the dragon and he's basically being beat up a little bit. And they're like, give us our money. And he's also a drunk and also a bit of a womanizer, or at least he plays off as one, because of the way he talks to what's her name, but he softens up later. It's nice. It's wonderful. And so yeah, she's playing Pied Piper, getting the kids to go. Then they have a bit of a talk later, and as she's doing this, she runs into Dragon Dude again, and they talk. And apparently, in the last battle where he was still a part of the 9 soldiers, this dragon guy got heavily damaged, and he can't fly anymore because one of his wings is really badly damaged and irreparable currently. So, but he left the nine soldiers, and he's doing all of this shit more to make it so that Hero Boy hates him rather than blaming himself for the damage that Dragon Boy suffered. So, yeah, it's kind of sad. And Hero Boy and the Unicorn walk up on this, and they're like, what's going on over here? While what's-her-name is just sitting there like, oh my god, you know what? All this damage made you look more sexy. I have to draw you. And those were the exact words. She said sexy like 3 or 4 times. Mm-hmm. And Unicorn Boy is sitting there like, oh, they have that kind of relationship. Hero Boy is like, excuse you? Yes, it's very much an adult relationship. So obviously Hero Boy is fucking what's the word? Jealous. That's the one. Yep. So he gets jelly, starts getting a little huffy and pissy and not overly in front of her, but in later scenes, yeah. But I think that actually comes in later in the next episode. I can't remember. But either way, a thing happens, and there's these egg-looking things, and these are more void creature thingies that need to be destroyed. And what's her face? Main chick, she's like, okay, I've got this. Y'all don't have to do anything. And they're like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't do that. And she's like, I'm doing it. She draws a thing. It's a sword, a swordsman. So he runs up. Yeah, Ronin runs up. He slices all the eggs open, and some liquid comes out. And then the liquid's moving and doing stuff. And as you might have guessed, a sword doesn't do too great against liquid substances. The Ronin gets impaled. And main girl sitting there like, what the fuck? And this becomes a bit of a problem, bit of an issue.
And I have a feeling next episode, episode 6, because I haven't seen it yet, Justice is going to swoop in to save her and get killed in the process.
You are half right.
So Justice is going to get killed in the process.
No. the whole thing about her being here is she's actually preventing a lot of death. So
Yes, she has. Even though the weird bird creature tells her it's not going to change anything.
yeah, that's a thing that's been popping up in this episode and the next episode as well. So it's like, ooh, weird. It's got funky eyes. But this episode ends with the fluid thingy turning into a chrysalis and attaching itself to the tower where the special MacGuffin shit that needs to be protected is. And now the next episode, they're like, oh no, we have to figure out what to do here. But that's next episode, not this episode.
Next
This
episode on Zenshu Z Ball Z.
next episode on Zenshu Ball Z. But yeah, so this episode was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. It was really nice seeing Justice actually be kind of a decent person, and so it's like, you know, because you first see him and he is a bit of a dick, but you still do get that air of like something's not right here. But yeah, it's I'd give this episode an 8.
I can agree to that.
Yeah, I can definitely agree to an 8.
I ate and I ate until I got sick on the floor.
I mean, you should probably stop there.
I mean, if there's an all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue place down in Tennessee, I'm probably going to do that.
Yo.
I don't think it's all you can eat, but there is Korean barbecue here.
Dang. I went to one Korean barbecue place in Texas, and it was all you can eat for a pretty steep price. But man, when all you do is eat Wagyu, it's
I don't know.
worth
Well,
that
I
price.
don't know if it's all you can eat.
What do you remember the name of the place?
Yeah, Soul Garden.
Okay. I've never been there, but we've got 3 different Korean barbecue places here in Georgia. And all 3 of them, the way that they've worked is you go in, you pay like 30 or 40 something per head, but you have a long list of meats that you can just order for the entire time you are there.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
And you just
I
they are
don't-
pre-seasoned, you just cook them.
Hold on. I'm gonna check out Soul Garden real
Roll.
quick. Their order online. Yeah, they are a little. They are a smaller type of shop.
I don't.
Small garden.
From what I'm seeing, fuck.
Menu. There we go. Wait, why did it not load?
I'm not seeing anything that's telling me if it's by plate or all you can.
Well, I know that. Okay, so it's not providing me anything. When I go to the site, it's not showing. It can't provide.
Yeah, all it's giving me is the popular item when I click
okay.
on menu.
When you go to menu,
Yeah.
when I click on menu, it goes to it can't provide a secure connection from the restaurant.com. Sent an invalid response. So I'm getting.
Yeah, all it's giving me is bulgogi, galbi,
Bulgogi.
and
So good.
bibimbap.
Excuse you.
I know I'm mispronouncing at least 2 of those.
Yeah, yeah, you definitely are.
But regardless, I still like Korean barbecue, and I would love to go when I'm down there for a guy.
Hold on. I'm pricing in menu, in lunch, blah 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 blah. So, okay, yeah, these are shit. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know if it is if it has all you can eat or not. There is Korean barbecue buffet, but I don't think that's. Oh God. Okay. Oh. Wait, what? Is this the same one? Oh no, this is in Melbourne. I was like, what the frick? Because there's a lot of Soul Gardens out there, so I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, we'll figure it out.
We will. Like I said, worst case, it's not, but regardless, Korean barbecue is delicious.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah, that's
Well, I
that's
think that's
everything.
everything.
Yeah. Well, somebody start wrapping up the show. I'm still working.
Go
Let me
ahead,
get my
buddy.
wrapping paper. But yeah, so thanks so much for joining us, guys. We can take that spoiler alert down. Um, and yes, thanks for joining us on our wonderful little show where we talk about news and such. Anime Church, the only place where cosplay is something or other and highly encouraged. There we go. And yeah,
You won't be judged too harshly on your cosplay.
no, but it will be
No, we won't
positively.
judge you. We won't judge you on your cosplay at all. Mm-mm. Positive or
We will
negative
accept your
judgment.
cosplay.
We will accept your cosplay. There's no judgment here. Positive or negative judgment's always going to lead to something bad for us because, you know, if we don't pick a certain person, oh no, how dare we?
Well, I don't know if they're dressed up as Phoenix Wright, aren't they meant to be judged?
Objection.
Hearsay?
No, that's only Miles Edgeworth. Or maybe Dick Gumshoe.
Poor Gumshoe.
I used to voice him in a Ace Attorney Abridged.
That's amazing.
Tell him old Gummy sent ya.
Love that. I've always imagined him with a Kuwabara kind of voice.
I tried to give him like a weird gravelly pirate accent for some
Fair enough.
stupid reason.
Did you know there's a Subnautica mod in Sea of Thieves
I did not.
That's cool.
where they have Reaper Leviathans in the Sea of Thieves? There's a mod
Fun.
for that. Like, oh, okay. That's as if the open seas weren't terrifying enough.
Do you remember this game? There's a mod for that.
Oh no. Yeah, so okay.
So yeah, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next time. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for the light novel reading.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, thanks guys.
Which volume of Mushoku Tensei are you guys on now?
We're starting up volumes. No, we're in the middle of volume 6.
Yes.
We're at the end of season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we're where he's trying to rescue his sister and the maid. That's where we're at. Which is great.
Ah,
because
the
that
sister
means-
and the hot MILF.
Yeah, that basically
Wait, which one?
Right after this,
Yes.
right after this we get to Orsted. It's gonna be fun reading that.
Good to know.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be fun reading Zenobu with what's his face holding him by the fucking neck and shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. All right. That being said, guys, that is it for us. This is Anime Church, and we appreciate you coming by. I'm Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I'm Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Archaeology. Praise Arceus.
And I am Federsaru, your patron saint of snackos and alcohol.
And we will see you guys next time. Make sure to go check out the preview that dropped just about an hour and a half ago, I think, at this point. Wow, I'm surprised it's 4:30. I thought we were moving much faster. Oh, well.
We were until we got to the anime reviews.
Yeah. All right. That being said, though, guys, make sure to check out the preview for Konosuba that's up on the channel now. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.